Hi, Real Women of Philadelphia. It's Marisa from Toronto, and welcome to my home. It's spring here, but it's still cool outside and rainy. So, I am going to make something really warming, smooth and creamy, and it takes a little bit more time than the usual dishes. But usually the things that take a long time are full of love, and they're very good for you and comforting. So come and join me in my kitchen, starring Philadelphia cream cheese. See you soon. In this pan I have 1 large onion chopped, and I've just been caramelizing it. And now I've added about 1.5 cups of chopped mushrooms, and I'm just going to saute them so that they get some flavor. I have in the pan half of a green pepper chop. You can add any color you like, but green is my favorite color with food. And now I'm going to add 1 pound of ground veal. Again, you can add whatever you like, chicken, turkey, pork, but today I have veal, and I'm going to make a fabulous Bolognese sauce with this, but I'm going to make a 1-pot meal all inside this big pan. And you're going to see as I continue. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper and a generous handful of chopped parsley. So the beef is sauteing nicely. As you can see, the liquid has almost dried up, and you really have to take your time with this. This is a labor of love. Some things can be done quickly, but some things need to be done a little bit slower so that it imparts lots of flavor. And I'm just taking my wooden spoon and scraping off the brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan so that the flavor comes into the pan as much as possible. Now this is optional. I'm going to add 1 cup of red wine, and you can add your favorite red wine. And this is going to continue simmering until most of this red wine has reduced and evaporated. Then I'm going to add a half a jar of tomatoes. Those happen to be organic, that me and my parents and my whole family do at the end of summer at harvest time, and a jar of broth. And everything is going to cook inside this pot. So I'm going to just turn off the fan, and I'm going to let this continue cooking for a few minutes, and I'll be back. Look at this color. The wine has reduced. It smells so wonderful. Now if we had smell-o-vision, you'd be able to smell it. Now I'm going to add half of a jar of my tomato sauce. This is not flavored, it's just tomato sauce. The herbs that you see in here are basil, and this is going to take another 5 to 10 minutes to simmer. And then we're going to assemble the whole casserole. Look at the steam coming off of this delicious sauce. Now I'm going to add half a package of Philadelphia cream cheese. You can add light, original, or fat-free, whichever you like. And I'm just going to add that into the sauce and watch it melt. Then we're going to add a big package of broad egg noodles and some broth. Chicken, beef broth, vegetable, whichever you like. And this is just going to slowly melt and make this whole dish creamy. And I don't even have to wait for this to break and melt. I can just add the big broad noodles right now. This is whole wheat broad egg white noodles, and now I'm going to add my broth to this, and this is going to cook slowly, and it's going to incorporate all the Philly, all the broth, and all the sauce. So I'm just going to cover this and continue stirring it as it simmers. Wow, look at this simmer. It's seriously boiling. Now to this I'm going to add half a can of mushroom soup, and it's going to be even more flavorful and creamy with my Philadelphia cream cheese. As you can see, look at the color. It's all changed to an orange. The red is no longer big, strong color because of the cream. And the noodles are just letting all their starch go into this liquid. When this liquid is absorbed, it's going to be so delicious. This is a warm, comforting meal, and it's all in one pot. So this is for my entree. And all you have to do is add a wonderful salad to this, and you are done. I'm going to allow this to continue simmering, and we'll be back when it's done. Look how creamy this is. All the starch has melted into the sauce. You can't even see that these are wheat noodles. So if your children don't like wheat noodles, no one's going to know except you, but you can add any type of noodle you want, but the egg white noodle is the best because it cooks really quickly. So I'm just going to try this for you. And how do you know it's done? When all the liquid has absorbed and you have a nice creamy consistency and the pasta is al dente, that's when it's done. This is nice and hot. You can taste the smoothness of the Philly, the mushroom soup. The meat is so soft and tender. Your family is going to like this any day of the week. And this is my entree. Have a great day, ladies. Doesn't this look delicious? It's creamy, dark and rich. It is a Bolognese sauce with lots of ground beef, mushrooms, green peppers, and lots of Philly for goodness and comfort.